Welcome to the Do3 daily briefing for Thursday. This week seems to be absolutely flying by. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, it's going absolutely rapidly. If anyone's watching, as always, pop up and say hello. I always say that, but not many people seem to. So if you're a newbie and you haven't popped up and say hello before, then please do, because I'd like to know who's out there. Right, we've got today for you. Right, well, yesterday we announced that we are doing a night swim. Yeah, very excited about that. A night swim on the 29th, Tuesday the 29th of September, so just a few weeks' time. The swims are going to start at 8 o'clock. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to have 3 sessions which overlap. Okay, they're going to be 8 o'clock, 8:15 and 8:30 p.m. and they're all going to be an hour. We're not going to anticipate people swim for an hour, but obviously the choice is yours. So we'll be releasing more information and hopefully getting people booked in for those hopefully today, but maybe tomorrow. All right, so we'll be opening those up, but we'll make sure you get plenty of notice because the response has been really good on social media. We put it out and it's looks like it's going to be pretty popular. So yeah, we're going to be swimming in the dark. We're going to be covered in glow sticks. The kayaks and the safety staff are going to be all lit up, and we're going to do some other bits and bobs to make it pretty special too. It's going to be our last event at the lake, or our last session at the lake this year, as far as we're aware, unless we decide to randomly do something else. But at the moment, it's the last thing we plan to do up there. So we're hoping to have a bit of a send-off. Looking to get some food there and bits and bobs, so it should be really nice. But once we get the full details complete, we shall let you know. All being done in a socially compliant way, of course. So that's the night swim. Yeah, good stuff. Can't wait for that. Right, and also, obviously, the government information came out yesterday. It's a little bit not massively clear, but I think there is a little bit more clarity coming through as things seem to settle down, and there's bits more information coming out from the governing bodies and this, that, and the other. But it seems at the moment that what we're doing in terms of pool swimming and lake swimming is fine, as long as we could do things in a socially responsible way. So the social distancing, and we do the hand sanitization and all the other good stuff, then should hopefully not be an issue. So you will notice that we're going to start kind of tightening up on that a little bit. As always, these things kind of get a little bit sloppy, and as time progresses, and we do need to make sure that we're doing our bit and making sure that we're keeping everyone safe at the lake and at the pool. So yeah, let's try and make sure we leave those gaps and try and give each other a bit of room. Plenty of hand sanitizer down at the lake, and anything else that we need to do, then we shall do for you. So that's that. What else we got? So swim session today. Let's have a look at the swim session that we did this morning. In fact, I adjusted it this morning, as I do have a habit of doing. So if we have a look at, is it going to come on? Here we go. Don't know what that's there for. Get rid of that. That's a picture of my phone. So today's session, it should have been 600. Well, a number of 600 actually. So 600 on RM5, 600 CSS5, 600 self-paced, 600 beat yourself paced, with some drills in between. Now, I actually decided to change it around a little bit this morning. I took the drills and bits and bobs out just because it's easier that way. With having kit poolside at the moment isn't the easiest, and for an endurance session, it's not really necessary. So I decided to take it out this morning. So we did a 600. What we do is 600 easy. And then we did a 533 fast. And then we did a 400 easy, 333 fast. What was after that? 200 easy. And then a 400 time swim. That's what we did this morning, 400 time swim. So I mixed that up a bit this morning for the guys at Stratford. I'm going to be doing the same again for Solihull tomorrow. So if you're looking at the session, it ain't going to be that. There's going to be a 600 in there, but you can do 600, 500, 400, 300, maybe a 200, and then a 400 time swim, just to see what you can do. Most people are down on their recent CSS time, so don't worry about that. We just kind of need to start tightening up where we are in terms of the pacings and things like that. So this is kind of the first step towards that, really. So that's the session for tomorrow, and then we've got speed and power on Saturday. Which is speed and power stuff. Let's have a look, see what we've got, shall we? Let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got 50s, loads of 50s, MADs, deep water starts, T starts, dive starts. We'll have to make some adjustments on that so we can make it socially responsible. That's what we've got tomorrow. Sorry, on Saturday. And that's that. So let's get rid of that. Who's watching? Who have we got today? Who have we got? Pat. Morning, Pat. See you tomorrow, hopefully, Pat. Paul Taylor. Good morning. Hopefully back swimming in a couple of weeks again. Hopefully, Paul. Yes. I think there's still people kind of drifting in and out at the moment. It's a bit of a funny, obviously a funny time of year, funny period. This time of year is actually the quietest in the pool as it is. And what with COVID and holidays and other bits and bobs, it's been pretty quiet lately. But I'm sure it'll pick up again, unlike the lake, which is bonkers. Morning, Corinne. Hopefully see you soon. Got lots of work to do, Corinne, today. We've got lots of work to do. Morning, Rich. Like that picture of you. False starting off the line on social media yesterday, Rich. I know you didn't really, but you got a flyer there, mate. Look good. Right, okay, so what we're going now, I just want to go through, I think most of you have seen these. Oh, I've got a visitor here. Here we go. You ready for this? The Ginger Terror is on the desk. Here he is. Come on, Charlie. Come say hello. Come on, then. Look, Charlie. Look. Anyway, so this is a Finnish tempo trainer. I know I've gone a bit out of focus now. He's going around the back. He's probably knocked the camera over. Yeah, there we go. So this is a Finnish tempo trainer. We use these a lot. Thanks, Charlie. Out of the way. Oh, what's he done? Right. He's buggered things up, look. There we go. I generally let Charlie in because he kind of does his own thing. He doesn't normally turn the equipment off. But, you know, he's part of broadcasting from home. That's what happens. Anyway, so this is a Finnish tempo trainer. Hopefully most of you have seen these. Certainly if you swim in the squad, you will have seen these quite a lot. Is this one that works? Yeah, it works. Look, so we generally have these in mode 1. So mode 1, it beeps. Well, it's set there to beep 44.3 seconds. 44.5 minutes even, I should say. 44.5. Oh my God, 44.5 seconds, that is. So what we do is we when we have the lane timings done properly, everyone has their threshold paces set, so we know what threshold paces are. And then we basically work this around the threshold pace. So for example, if your threshold pace is, I don't know, let's make it easy, is 2 minutes per 100. 2 minutes per 100. In a 25-meter pool, that would be 30 seconds of length. So we would set this to 30 seconds in a 25-meter pool, and there we go, just heard it beep. It would beep every 30 seconds. And that would then you would know that you're swimming at that pace, at bang on your threshold, okay? And that's where we base all our training around. So our threshold, so our endurance sessions are generally a bit slower and longer than that, and our speedier stuff is a bit quicker and shorter than that. So we do shorter intervals below threshold, longer intervals above threshold, and mix it all up. So it's kind of all over a little bit. But anyway, the point I'm making is that we use these all the time to control our sessions. We haven't been using them recently because we need to get everyone retested and recalibrated because COVID has played havoc with everyone's pacings. So we're going to get that back on track again soon. So yeah, we use these beepers. We do some CSS timings. So for example, you may be swimming. It might have CSS +3, and then you'd be swimming at threshold. So, right, Charlie, go away. Come here. Right, hang on a second, everybody. Right, I'm going to throw him out. There we go. So we might be swimming, what was I saying now? So yeah, if your threshold is say 2 minutes and we set the session at CSS +3, you'll be swimming at 2:03 pace per 100 meters. And we divide it all up. We do all the timings, the calculations for you. And that's what gets set into the tempo trainer there. Sounds a bit complicated, but it's really quite straightforward. So I work all this out in advance. It all gets written on the board. Everyone gets a tempo trainer. Most people have their own, but everyone gets a tempo trainer, and you swim, and this controls the session. So you may do some intervals at CSS +3, so that'll be a certain pace for that. Then we do some intervals at CSS 0, then there'll be a pace for that. And I tell you what to change your beeper to. So the sessions are really well structured. And we use these all the time. We also have a red mist timing where we have a similar kind of thing. So you'd have this set, but you swim ahead of the beep. So you earn yourself some rest. So it's a similar way of doing it, but it gives you a bit more flexibility in the speed that you swim at. So if you decide to absolutely smash it and earn yourself a load of rest, that's fine. You get loads of rest, but you'll start to burn too much gas and you run out of gas before the end of the session. So it gives a bit more flexibility and kind of gets you to get used to your pacing and your effort levels and that kind of thing. So that's the Finis Tempo Trainer. All right. So if you haven't got one and you're part of the squad or you come to squad sessions or you want to come, get one. They're mostly cheapest on Amazon from what I've seen. And we can get them from Finis directly, but it actually still works out cheaper to get them from Amazon, believe it or not, as a normal kind of Rust customer. So we can change the modes on these. That's mode 1. Mode 2 goes up in, it's 1 second full increments this time. Mode 2. We don't really use mode 2 at all, actually, in our sessions. And then mode 3 is a stroke rate timer. So let's take this up. So what we do is you pop these in your cap. Well, that's going to be really fast. So let's see. This is the Brownlee stroke rate, around about this. So let's put it on about... Oh, blimey, I've gone past it. Hang on. Let's take it up. I don't know, 90. Let's go for 95. So Brownlee stroke rate would be in the 90s. So what we'd do, someone's got some stroke rate work doing, we would get them to swim with this under their cap. And you can hear this beeping away in your head. And you take 1 stroke. Am I out of focus? You take 1 stroke per beep. All right, so handy little gadget. So yeah, have a look. Finis Tempo Trainer. Not on commission. We just use them a lot. Okay, so that's those. I'll turn it off before I go mad. So that's one bit of tech. We use a fair amount of tech in the pool because otherwise it can be a bit dull. It keeps people engaged. Yeah, it just kind of allows you to put a bit more structure and interest into your sessions. All right. So with that in mind, the other thing we're looking at the moment is, I would say, it's top secret gadget. So we tested this morning. This, what looks like a pair of headphones, kind of is a pair of headphones, but it's a system that we're testing so we can communicate with swimmers live while they're swimming. I guess it's a bit of a love-hate thing that Tony and Lisa and Laura and a few of the others in the squad used this morning. Really good feedback on it. So we're going to carry on experimenting with this so we can have some real-time feedback with the squad in the session. So really excited about this. Something that we're spending a lot of time kind of looking at the moment. So if you see these about, that's what they are. All right. So exciting stuff. Always worth using technology if it helps. Sometimes it can hinder, it can get in the way and be a distraction, but if we can use technology in a helpful way, then we will. And swimming certainly is one of those environments. I can play music through it too. So if you've been good, we can put some music through it, and you can listen to some music through your headphones. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. Who else have we got? Pat, change of plan for tomorrow. Had to cancel. Oh, Pat. You cancelled tomorrow. Very disappointed about that, Pat. I'm not crying. I'm just wiping my eye. I think that's it. So, yeah, we'll put the information out about the night swim ASAP. Anything else that comes up, we'll let you know about. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.